Yo, yo. Welcome to the first episode of Lamor's More Fitness and Finance, where we show you how to get money and look good while doing it. Okay. Um, our first guest today is Suzette James.
Yo.
Yeah, thank you for being a part of history today.
Hello. I'm excited to be a part of history.
Thank
You know,
you,
this is
thank you.
also my first podcast, so it's a first thing for everybody over here today.
All right, cool. She almost didn't show up though because
Okay.
I hit her in the morning. And I was like, I mean, not in the morning, but like, was it morning?
No,
What time was it?
It was 11 o'clock.
Okay, yeah. I was like, hey, don't be late. 1 o'clock. She was like, oh my God. Oh my God.
You're right about that, but hey, the Labor Day weekend threw me up,
Okay.
but I'm here.
All right. Yeah. I was a little butthurt. I was like, dang, man, she sleeping on you, boy.
Listen,
But,
a little
no.
reminder is helpful, so thank you for that.
You're right. So, tell us. So I've worked with you. We've done like skits. We've done acting and stuff together, but
Yeah.
I don't know you. And I want to get to know you. I feel like I watch you on Instagram. You popping on Instagram. Everybody fuck with you. You're very talented, very beautiful. But I want to know, like, who is Suzette? Like, tell me a little bit about you. Like, where are you from?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's so funny because I look over my Instagram, I'm like, yo, people really don't know who the hell I am.
Mhm.
That's something that I'm actually really starting to work on, just like really letting people know my personality and who I am. But, I'm originally from Connecticut. I was
Okay.
born and raised in Connecticut, but I'm the first Jamaican American born. So my parents literally migrated from Jamaica to Connecticut, and I was the first American born in a sense of that.
So,
So yeah, as a kid, I had a deep Jamaican accent. I was whining and dirty whining and all that as a kid. So, Jamaican culture really runs through my blood. But my father's Chinese, so that was a different, being Connecticut, people did not understand that, how a Chinese man had the deepest Jamaican accent. They looked at him like he had three
wait,
heads.
so your dad had a Jamaican accent
Yeah.
too? That's so
Yeah.
crazy.
But Chinese,
That's dope.
Chinese man, So, I dealt with that growing up and people not really understanding where I came from. And
Right.
honestly, I never even embraced my culture up until my adulthood of like, shit, this is really cool. I'm Jamaican and Chinese.
Right, because you don't hear about that at
No,
all.
no, you
at all.
don't.
And then a Jamaican speaking Chinese dude. Like
Exactly.
So did he get like all the girls and stuff? Like,
I mean, my mom's black, so my dad pulled all the hot women.
Hey,
Okay.
you remember Theo from 92.3?
No.
Hey, we got the righteous one in the building.
Yeah. Okay, Ed.
Of course, I remember Theo.
You remember?
And I remember he lost all the ladies when they found out he was Asian.
Isn't that crazy? But look, on the radio, you didn't know. Like, he had the voice, and everyone thought he was like
Yeah.
this 6 foot, dark skinned black dude. But no, he was
That's
he was this Asian dude. But yeah,
funny.
that's interesting. That,
Yeah, no. So, every parent teacher conference, I'm sure my teachers were like, what the heck? But my dad was highly intelligent. So, he blew them out the park.
That's
He's Asian. You know us Asians.
So did it trickle down?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Okay,
yeah. Oh,
okay.
yeah. Come on now.
So
I
what
got
was
it
your,
up there.
what was your favorite subject in school?
Honestly, my favorite, it's so funny because I was a scholar in school. I mean, I was heavily involved. I was like, if there was a student I loved school, it was me. It was me. I was a vice president, all of that. So if anything, my favorite subject was, I actually really, really liked history. History and English was like my
Me too.
favorite things. Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite subjects.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So why did you like history?
I liked his just hearing. I mean, I came from a Jamaican background, so my
Right.
parents really didn't know much about, even like pop culture and when it comes to American history as is. So just finding that route and just learning about America in general and all the struggles we went through, with my ethnic background, it was, I don't know, I just truly enjoyed it. It was just something enjoyable in my eyes.
That's dope.
Yeah, but now you ask me about anything now, I'm just like, I can't wait to tell our kids about the history of America right
Man,
now.
this is some crazy.
We live in crazy
Yeah,
times.
but I mean, American history has always been crazy.
Yeah,
if you
that
really
is
think
true.
about it,
That
like
is very true.
in the 50s and the 60s, all that shit was, we just alive now, so it's kind of like, oh,
yeah,
shit.
we're living through
We
it.
just- yeah,
yeah,
so.
no, totally. But yeah, no, as a kid, I loved growing up in Connecticut. I have a little sister too. We're 3 years apart, but she's like my best friend. And once my parents found out I loved being in front of the camera since I was like 4. My mom instantly put me into modeling school in New York. So I went to Barbizon when I was 4 years old, and that's kind of where everything started coming about. Like I was signed to an agency, and I was doing like HBO Family and Nickelodeon commercials, and that's when I was like, okay, no, I truly love being on camera.
That's cool.
And that's kind of where the whole spark of my entertainment, industry started.
So what have you done? Anything that we would?
Yeah, well, as a kid, it's so funny. My first gig was like, do you know Cool G Rap?
Cool G Rap?
He's an old school rapper.
Do you know Cool G Rap?
Of course, he's one of the greatest rappers of all time.
Okay, I'm sorry. Damn, I need to go do my research, huh?
Okay, honestly, I need
but you
to,
know what? The name sounds familiar. I just don't,
It doesn't click.
It doesn't click right now. But I'm sure if I hear the song, I'll be like, oh shit, yeah, I remember that.
It was called All of My Life. And I was a kid walking in the video. We were in New York, the streets of New York. And that was my first music video I did. At that time, I didn't know who the hell he was. But, hearing, Cool G Rap, he was like, iconic. So I did that. And then I kind of really broke into the music video industry even as a kid. I did Mariah Carey, Through the Rain. I did Lenny Kravitz, Where We Running.
Okay.
So I had little moments in music videos. And then I did a lot of extra work in movies. So I did... Made in Manhattan with J-Lo. Okay. So I was like one of the scenes. With
I never seen it, but I do remember that movie. Okay.
So that's kind of where it started, of like getting my feet wet in that career. And like I said, I loved it. And ever since then, I went off to college, and I went to college in Florida. Okay. So I went to Boca. I went to Lynn University in Boca Raton. Hated it. So I transferred to FIU in Miami, and I was like, what can I study? So I wanted to be a dentist at first.
You know what? I can see you as a dentist. Look at her teeth, man. You see these teeth? She needs a commercial right now. Someone get her a motherfucking Crest commercial right now.
Colgate, Crest, all of that. Contact me. But I've always loved dentistry, and I was like, oh my God, I want to be a cosmetic dentist. But biology was not my biggest subject. I wasn't the greatest at biology. So that's when I was like, okay, I've always done television as a kid. So I went ahead and studied broadcast journalism.
That's what I went to school for.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to Cal State Fullerton, and I did broadcast journalism. But then I was just like, I don't want to be the one interviewing. Well, I am, but yeah. And so I kind of wanted to be an actor, and then I didn't really pursue it. But I do love conversing and getting to know people, and I was like, hey, fuck it, let's put this degree to use.
Why not? And you have the voice for it, the look, and all. So okay, I could see that. I mean, you're doing it. I see
it. Thank you.
But no. So I mean, overall, that's kind of where it started, and then I could get more and more into it. But yeah, that's kind of where my career path has started.
So what's the most memorable moment of your career so far? Because you're just beginning,
Yeah, I mean, it still feels like I'm still beginning. I'm like, I'm not even there yet. Yeah. But if anything, I would just say my memory was just seeing my growth. That's very important to me, and just knowing that I came from nothing and here I am, living in the most expensive city out overall, So it's kind of like just seeing my growth into like as a woman. Yeah. That's just the top of the tier for me. And career-wise, I would just say that, I've done all these little gigs here and there, and music video. A lot of people don't know this, but I've been in over 100 music videos.
100 music
videos?
I've seen you work with like Trey Songs, with a lot of the way you heard that. Oh yeah, you heard that. Oh yeah. Is there a story behind that? Oh yeah.
I mean,
she's flicking the hair now.
There's plenty of stories, but it's crazy because music videos are not what they used to be. I mean,
you're right.
I used to be on 106 in Park Countdown. Like, that was where my era of my,
that's dope.
Pinnacle point of my music video career had started. So just being in Miami, too, that's where everybody goes to shoot their music videos under budget and all.
It's beautiful. Yeah. Like, no matter what day, what month.
Yeah, you have the beautiful
except
women.
Hurricane season.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, there's a lot
of those. Yeah.
But no, I loved performing in music videos. I was able to do my acting as well. Okay. I wasn't the girl that was shaking their asses.
Right, because that's all it is now, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately enough. But like now, people and artists and producers and directors can easily pull up their phone, go on Instagram and just DM a girl, hey, you want to do it? there's no money involved.
Mhm.
It's going to be for free. But back then, I had to go to castings and I had callbacks for music videos. So you could just see the era of music videos of where it started up to now where we are. But yeah, no, I've done a lot. Like my favorite music video overall would have to be like Bedrock. And all I do is win.
Wait, what's his name?
Bedrock, Lil Wayne, Lloyd, Nicki Minaj.
Yeah,
It was
okay,
a
yeah.
whole
I
rhyme
can make your
scene.
bed. Is that how it
Yeah,
goes?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That was my favorite video just because it didn't feel like a music video. We literally were in a house in pajamas.
That's so dope.
I rolled up in my outfit. The director was like, no, don't change. You're just going to wear that. I'm like, okay. So it was a very cool setting. But no.
How was the cast? How was it working with like Lil Wayne and Lloyd? Like those
Yeah.
Lil Wayne is still like
Of course.
A-lister, you know.
Right.
Lloyd, what is Lloyd doing now? I don't know.
I don't really even know what he's doing now.
You know, but at
But I
the
love
time
Lloyd.
they was like it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, so how was it being in the house with them? Like,
Oh
working
no,
with them?
it was so much fun. You know, Nicki Minaj can be a little diva. You know, she wants no one to watch her when she's performing, which is totally understandable. She is a queen, so I get it. But besides that, everybody was really. I loved working with Drake. I've done other projects with Drake as well, and he definitely showed how humble he is.
That's dope.
I did a video of Hell yeah, what is that? YHY, hell yeah,
I know what
fucking
song
right.
you're talking about. Though.
So
yeah.
and we were in a temple and we did his
Hell
whole
yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it.
I know that.
And he literally, I remember him, he took the broom from a guy that was sweeping and literally swept the floors. So when I saw that, I was like, yo, this homie is definitely like, he's humble.
Yeah, he's not on no super bougie shit, like, you know.
Yeah. So, I mean, overall, it was a great experience. You know, I've been on set with Wayne tons of times. I even been on set with him where he actually forgot his own lyrics. And
it happens.
It
happens,
happens,
yeah,
you
it
know.
happens.
So I mean, there's tons of stories, but I loved working with YMCMB, and I worked with them a lot. I did a lot of their videos, so it was a great blessing, and you know, just to be a part of history was amazing.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
Happy for you. Look at you. You out here doing it
I'm trying.
and not taking shortcuts. You like actually
Exactly.
putting in the work, you know, and making shit happen.
Yeah.
I do want to talk to you. Recently, you did Joe Millionaire. Right?
Yes,
So
I did.
Talk to me about that, because like I know everyone's curious about how the like reality shows work. I've been on a reality show before, so I
You
kind of
have?
I was on.
Ah,
I
new
was
news.
on. I was on. You remember that show MTV Next?
Yes.
You look like you would be on MTV.
Yeah, hold on. What was the concept of that show again?
So pretty much the concept of that show, like everyone would be on this bus, and it's a dating show. And I was in college at the time, and one of the recruiters came to the school and started recruiting people. I was like, of course, yeah, I'll be on the show. And so it was like me and I believe 3 or 4 other guys. And this girl, we would have to go on dates with this girl.
Yeah.
And when you get off the bus, she decides if you're going to go on the date or not. If she didn't like you right off the bus, you got next. And there was no date. And so, yeah, I got next right off the bus.
What did you do wrong?
I didn't do nothing wrong.
Oh,
Hey, but you know
man.
what? I could tell the type of girl, she was one of those, like, she was one of those black girls, but she just like white dudes. That's it. I
Okay,
could tell.
okay.
Like, but she like, I don't know. She was kind of corny. I didn't want to go on a date with her anyway. Though,
All right,
'cause
don't matter.
And when I look at her, I was like,
Yeah.
you saved me the time and the energy that I didn't want to spend.
And I'm sure she's looking back now, being like, "Damn,
Maybe so.
damn, why did I net him on that damn bus?"
But yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, no,
that's
it was actually my first reality show. And it's so funny because I was about to do another reality show and they pulled the plug on me last minute. And then I had gotten a call for this new one and it was a bigger network. And I was like, wow, look at God. Like, you know, I got denied literally a day before I was about to fly
He has something
out.
better for you.
And something was in store for
What
me.
was the other show?
The other one was, it was F-Boy Island on HBO.
F-Boy Island.
Fuckboy Island.
Wait, what? This is my first time hearing about that. What is that about?
Well, I mean, it was just about I would have been one out of the 3 girls, and we had to distinguish who's a fuckboy and who isn't. So
That sounds like a fun show, though.
Yeah, no, it was super fun, and all kudos to the girls that were on the show because it was entertaining to watch, to say the very least.
Fuckboy Island.
Yeah, no, and they actually got renewed.
That's all
so.
America right now, right?
There's too many of them out there. Way too many of them.
Welcome to Fuckboy Country.
Thank you. All right, that's it. Can we just say country? not even island. Okay, the whole of America. Yeah, there's a
so
lot of y'all out
funny.
there. But that was already given, and I got the call for Joe Millionaire. And it's so funny because I didn't know I was on Joe Millionaire.
That's dope.
Like literally, they hid it from us in all their ways, and we were shooting actually this time last year. So obviously, we know with the whole pandemic, so we had to go through the quarantine, process of being in our hotel rooms for like almost 2 weeks.
Wow.
We couldn't even we could leave the hotel room for air, but we couldn't see each other as well. And we were all staying on the same floor, so we had security that was able to guide us out to like get fresh air, and we got food delivered to us. But I was on lockdown.
So how was that? Was that like boring?
I
or
was
was
going crazy.
You were going crazy?
No, I was going crazy. And what's even crazier is when we were closer to the filming days and our phones were taken away. And that right there was like a reality check. I felt like I was in prison, low key. Like I was like, okay, maybe this is what prison is like, with the exception of it being a great.
Well, I don't think prison's anything like that. But I get what you're saying. Yeah.
So, but it was a great experience. Going on to the set of Joe Millionaire and just entering the home and just seeing like this beautiful mansion. I mean, you could even see my reaction. I was like, oh my God, I over exaggerate the way I feel, but, and seeing the girls and just one by one, the girls coming into the house. I was the second one to go into the home. So I met the first castmate, and then over everybody came in. I was like, oh my God, okay, these are actually beautiful ass girls. Like I could see some competition here. And then the following day they announced that we were not on a show called, I think it was called like Love for Real. It was actually Joe Millionaire. And
So
I never
how
watched Joe Millionaire.
Okay,
back
but
in
you
the day.
knew it was a popular show. Though,
Oh
when you
yeah,
heard it,
I already knew because the name sounded familiar, but this was a show that was aged from back in the 2000s, and I know it was like centered like in Paris. So I didn't know the whole concept until they told us. It's not only going to be one guy; it's going to be two guys, and one is poor in a sense, and one has money. But you guys are here for money or love. So this is how.
So that's how. See, because I've never watched it. I've heard about the show. I know it's a very popular show with the ladies, and it's one of those dating shows. So there's two guys, and it's not just one guy.
So the original Joe Millionaire was only one guy, and he was actually a construction worker, but everybody thought he was a millionaire. So until the last final dates, I assume this is when he revealed that he was broke. So now they put a spin to it. So that's why it was called Joe Millionaire, for richer or poorer, because basically one was rich and one was poor. But
y'all didn't know which one.
No, we didn't. It was us. It was for us to find out, and also for the audience to see if we were really there for love or for money.
So what were you there for?
Shit, I was there for the money. I was there for the money, and I let it be known.
Hey, keep it 100 though. Just keep it 100. That's all we ask.
At the end of the day, I am not going to be a woman that's going to have to fight for a man, and being on a reality show and just seeing how it was like, hey, can I pull you over here for a second? I'm like, nah, I am not going to fight for no man. And I thought both of the men were attractive.
Yeah.
It wasn't that. The attraction was there. And actually, there was one point in time when I was feeling the one who was a farmer, and he actually was a rich one. But in my eyes, I tried to just, cut off that, that's Suzette, those Suzette thoughts. And also, the fact of the matter is, I already knew this was television, and I wanted to give the people what they wanted. I didn't want to hear a love sobbing story. I was gonna be the one to. I was literally the commentator. I let the audience know what I saw going down, and I was like, at the end of the day, I don't want to be with a poor guy. Okay.
I mean, yeah.
I'm in my 30s. Who want to be with the poor guy at this point? I worked my ass off to get to where I am today.
Hey, you want someone on equal playing field.
Yes.
That's it. It's not, yeah. So how many rounds did you last? Like how many episodes?
So there was instantly an elimination in the beginning that you won't even see on the show. So doing the calculations, I was maybe the fifth round of eliminations.
How many girls were there total?
So there originally was 30 and they cut off 20. So it was like about 28 of us. I think that was a number. So imagine that, you know, and
Like, how do you feel as the guy, like, on that show, you know?
Right. Like a G. Chill. I was like, yo.
You walk out and all these chicks just get off this bus. You like, damn, they all here for me.
Right. Like
that's just...
oh my God. Yeah, no, it literally
is that how you were off the bus?
I mean, I was.
Give us your reaction. How were you off the bus? Show us how you really were.
I mean, what's so funny is one of the guys actually looks very similar to my ex, right? So it's funny enough. So when I first saw him, I was like, I had to double take. I was like, no, this motherfucker ain't here. And I got to fight for his. I was about to be like deuces. But, you know, I was just like, I kept my composure. You know, I kept it really, you would never be able to tell. I have a poker face.
She was like, when this motherfucker become a millionaire?
Thank you. I'm like, I want all the deets, but.
I was supposed to be in first.
Yeah, no. But it was cool. They were great guys, you know. They had cool personalities, but, you know, kudos to them for the loves that they do find, but obviously it wasn't me. They thought I was too bougie.
Really?
They thought I was too bougie in a sense of like, we went camping on one date, and, you know, I've never camped in my life. I've never been in a tent. I've never slept outdoors. Like, I didn't know what that life was.
Is there camping in Connecticut?
I mean, yeah, I'm sure there are up in the boonies.
Out there, right?
Yeah, there's boonies up in there. I'm sure there's parts of where, but I'm Jamaican. We don't do that.
Yeah.
We don't do that.
Yeah, Chinese or Jamaican.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what that life is about, but, you know, I did my best, but they obviously saw I was struggling, so I think that right there was like maybe a turn off to them, and they also saw one of our behind the scenes clips of me saying that, like, I want moolah. So they were just like, all right, this girl is obviously here for money, so we gotta knock this girl off.
Oh, shit.
So that's kind of how that elimination
Well, they gotta appreciate
happened.
your honesty, though. You know.
Hello. And I was a funny one. You know, I
Yeah.
brought the comedian background.
Right.
So, you know, the show became very boring after
Do
I
you
left.
think, like, those relationships last from those shows? Like, because we hear about them all the time.
Yeah. You know, I will say this. Obviously, when the cameras come off and you're confined in this area and you don't know what the outside life is with your partner, that's where I think things are going to crash. Like, oh my God, now I'm accessible to all these girls and my Instagram is blowing up, and like, you may get tempted in that light, but because you're confined, that's all you see and that's all you feel right then and there. So I've seen successful stories on from The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, and even, like, you know, the Netflix shows. Will they last long? I can't say. I've heard of a lot of divorces in the months of, you know, but there's been successful love stories, to say the very least. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's a give or take. It just depends on your personality and the foundation.
That's an interesting way to start a relationship, too. You know?
Yeah.
You think about it. Like, we started, how'd you guys meet? Well, we were on a game show.
Yeah.
You know?
We were on a dating show and we found love, and, you know, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. But then again, hey, you guys are skyrocketing, making money together, doing collaborations, and, you know, I guess it's a cool way to start. But then it could be a lot of confliction when it comes to money and building money together and formulating that type of foundation. So it's a win or lose.
What was, like, one of the funniest moments on the show to you?
Oh my God, the funniest moments, I would say one being, you know, I don't do water. And I'm not really a swimmer like that. I mean, a girl knows how to swim a little bit, but I'm not really a swimmer. So one of the dates was, the house was actually on a lake called Lake, what is it called? Anyway, there's a lake outside in Georgia that is known to be haunted.
Really?
Back in the day, there was a lot of black people that were just missing. You know, and until this day, there's actually a movie coming out about this lake.
What's the name of the lake again?
Oh my God, what is it? Lake Linear? Oh, now I want to look it up now because I'm like, Yep, Lake Linear in Georgia. And so there's a movie coming out. That shit got like
5 stars though.
Oh yeah, I don't know why. Okay, so already I've heard from the other girls that it was a haunted lake. So I didn't want to go in that water. So we had a boat day and everybody went off jet skis to get to the boat. And I just remember all these girls the girls were going on the slides, going into the lake. I looked at everybody like this. they got me effed up because I will not. So I literally took the stairs and I took the floating. I remember just like touching the floating with my toe to try to get in the water. And then the first thing one the guy says like, oh, you don't want to get your hair wet? I'm like, mother effer, yeah, I don't want to get my hair wet.
They're like, hey, so it is true. Black people don't like water.
Right. Oh my God. Black people don't know how to swim. So
hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'll be the dude on the side of the pool just chilling. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like to get in sometime, but
yeah, that wasn't my thing. And you know, especially lakes, if I can't see my toes, then something is wrong.
Right. Yeah.
I don't want to go in that water. So that's kind of a funny story that happened. Another funny story would be like off camera, no one saw, but I literally had I guess it's not that funny, but I literally had a mental breakdown.
Really?
I mean, when I meant mental breakdown, they couldn't even find me because I was hiding underneath the bottom of the boat. And producers finally found me, and I ripped my mic off. And you know the camera's like running like Maury.
Right.
No, we gotta get her crying. Hold on, and I'm running from the cameras. And I remember when we got off the boat, we dived. I ran inside, and the one place that cameras cannot follow you is in the bathroom, like the actual,
Makes sense,
like the toilet area and the shower. So I literally went into the bathroom, ripped my mic off, and I had to do like deep breaths because I was like, I literally can't take this anymore. Like the whole thing of not being able to speak to my family, not knowing what's going on in the outside world. So you
were just totally closed off from the world.
Yeah,
like
that
there's
totally.
no break to talk to nobody.
We didn't know nothing.
And for how long was filming?
I was gone for like 2 months.
Wow.
So just imagine, you don't know what's going on. I mean, you're really in this bubble. So I had a breakdown, and I think just having to fight for men, it was too. Just having to fight for them really got to me because I've never had to do that all my life. Mm-hmm. And try to get a man's attention really was just not my thing.
Right.
So yeah, that
makes sense. Wow. Yeah. So it takes like a psychological toll on people being on these shows.
Oh no, it really does. It truly, truly does. You got to be strong for that.
So what did you learn?
You know, I learned, next time I do a show, it has to be the Suzette's dating show. Okay, for
you got to be the
Suzette's
one that
Millionaire. You know, Joe Millionaire, Suzette Millionaire. It got to be about me. So that's definitely something that I know for sure. I don't want to fight for anybody's love. I want these men to fight for mine.
You said, I got to be the main star. Righteous one. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Let's do it.